Imagine this: security footage shows a young man walking into a bar. Crowded night, loud music, spring break. But when the night ends, every single person leaves except him. He's never seen again. No body, no evidence, no trace. This is the story of Brian Shaffer, the man who walked into a bar and never came out. Brian was 27 years old, a medical student at Ohio State University in Columbus. Smart, funny, kind. Friends say he loved Pearl Jam and dreamed of becoming a doctor so he could help others. But behind his smile was pain. Just weeks before his disappearance, Brian's mother, Renee, had died from cancer. He was devastated. Still, on March 31, 2006, he decided to unwind. It was the start of spring break, and he planned a trip to Miami with his girlfriend, Alexis. But first, a night out with friends. Brian met his friend William, Clint Florence for dinner around 9 p.m. They shared drinks, laughed, and later hit the Arena District, a popular nightlife area. Around 1:15 a.m., they arrived at a bar called the Ugly Tuna Saloona. Surveillance cameras caught Brian entering with Clint and another friend. Inside, he mingled, danced, and was seen chatting with two young women. At about 1:55 a.m., Brian told them he was going to speak to his friend and would be right back. He never returned. When the bar closed, Clint assumed Brian had gone home. But the next morning, no calls, no texts, no response. By Monday, he missed his flight to Miami. That's when everyone knew something was very wrong. Police checked the security footage. They saw Brian walk in but never walk out. There was only one public exit, monitored by a camera. Every person who left the bar that night was visible except Brian. How could someone disappear from a building under constant surveillance? Detectives searched everywhere. Nearby alleys, dumpsters, rooftops, even the construction site next door. No sign. They reviewed hours of footage from surrounding bars, nothing. His credit cards, bank account, and cell phone were never used again. Sniffer dogs lost his scent just outside the building. Weeks later, his phone pinged once 14 miles away, but it could have been a random glitch. The case grew colder by the day. Theories exploded online. Did Brian fall victim to foul play? Was he attacked during construction nearby? Some believed his friend Clint knew more than he admitted. He was the only one who refused to take a lie detector test. Others suggested Brian staged his own disappearance. After all, he was grieving, exhausted from medical school, and had told friends he might just disappear for a while. But could he really vanish without help? Brian's father, Randy Shaffer, never gave up. He put up posters, spoke to the media, and searched every lead. Years later, tragedy struck again. Randy was killed by a falling tree during a storm. At his memorial, someone posted a message online saying Brian Shaffer is alive. He's living in the Virgin Islands. But police traced it to a hoax. To this day, Alexis, his girlfriend, still keeps his number saved in her phone. Almost 20 years later, there's still no evidence of what happened inside that bar. No witnesses, no DNA, no motive, just one unanswered question. How can a man simply vanish from a place full of cameras and people? The bar has since closed down, but the mystery haunts Columbus. Every year, true crime communities revisit the footage, hopping for one new clue. If you have information about the disappearance of Brian Shaffer, contact Columbus Police. Someone somewhere knows what happened that night. This is Crime Story Minutes, where real crimes unfold 1 minute at a time. Subscribe, stay curious, and remember, the truth never really disappears.